Sweeting ate her steaming bowl of laksa slowly. When school was over, she never failed to go to her favorite hawker stall for some laksa. There were other more popular stalls nearby, but she preferred Taekwon's stall for it was always the least crowded. There never were many customers at his stall as compared to the other stalls nearby, which were always crowded. That must be the reason why he is always grouchy and rude, deduced Sweeting shrewdly. Still, she felt sorry for him. One day, after finishing her laksa, she went up to Taekwon and gave him a piece of cake. She told him that it was her birthday. A surprised Taekwon took her cake and gave her a small smile. Sweeting thought how much nicer he looked when he smiled and impulsively told him that if he smiled more, he would get more customers. At that, he abruptly replaced his smile with his usual frown and told her rudely to mind her own business. A frightened Sweeting left. For the next 1 week, she did not dare go to his stall. One day, she summoned her courage and went to Taekwon's stall. On seeing her, he smiled at her warmly and apologized to her for having been so rude. After serving her her favorite meal, he surprisingly sat next to her and started to tell her his story. At one point in time, his stall was running well. One day, his brother-in-law came to eat at his stall. After that, business began to dwindle. Taekwon confided in Sweeting that he believed his brother-in-law had charmed his stall. At that, Sweeting wanted to laugh, for she did not believe in superstitions at all. But as she traveled home, an idea struck her. The following day, Sweeting handed Taekwon a dazzling blue stone. She told him that it had always been a good luck charm in her family and wished for him to have it. Taekwon received the stone with tears in his eyes. The next day, Taekwon made a special large jelly custard for her. A young man came up to him and wished to buy a piece of the jelly. As he ate it, he commented that it was very good. The next day, the same young man came with a group of friends. They ordered a large meal from Taekwon's stall. Sweeting had also borrowed a cookbook from the local library which gave instructions on how to cook healthier and tastier meals. She lent it to Taekwon. Soon, customers were coming in droves to his stall, for his food was healthier. Taekwon was a happy man again. He attributed his success to the stone Sweeting had given him. He even told her so. It was then that Sweeting slowly announced that the stone was not a good luck charm at all, but rather an imitation precious stone she had picked from a flea market for $10. At that, a shocked Taekwon along with an embarrassed Sweeting burst out laughing.